gold in the Arizona desert.
You got that right.
He's really set up. He's got his quad here and metal detector on the back, and that's his motorhome off in the distance. Now you can probably pack quite a bit in that horse trailer, can't you?
Oh yeah, that thing's full of equipment.
You get your quad in there and your...
Get the quad in there, and I've got a workbench in there, and I got my dredge, my dry washer, all my other equipment.
You got all the gear that I need.
Well, we can make a deal, you know.
Hey, partner.
What's this called? Let's make a deal?
Okay.
Yeah. Now we can get your father to go along with it. We're in business.
Oh, I'd kind of like to get those guys out here sometime and let them swing a pick.
That would be neat. Actually, they should get out of the cold and come down here where it's warm.
Well, they're going to head for Florida next month, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And visit with my mother's mother in Lakeland, and then take a cruise.
Oh, hey, that sounds neat.
A couple marine choppers. They look like Huey Cobra's gunships. Puff the Magic Dragon. Oh, 73 degrees. It's a rough life, I'll tell you. I should have retired years ago. Like Dad says, this early retirement, you can't beat it. Actually, what I'm doing is sampling retirement now when I'm 40 to see if I'll enjoy it when I'm 60. Oh, what's going on down there in Quartzsite? Saturday, January 28th, they're having camel and ostrich races. In the evening, they're having a bluegrass country music jubilee with Crystal Gale. Might go down and see if I can get a little tail. Sunday, they're having an all-gospel music show. Can't miss that. In the evening, they're having a bluegrass country music jubilee. Monday, January 30th, they're having a country western dance featuring Richard Snow and the Snowflakes. I'll miss that one. Every day they're having something going on. They're having bingo, polka festivals, Old Timers Rodeo. Roy Clark in concert will be here tonight, the 19th. And the 21st, they're having about 100 hot air balloons. They're all going to take off down here at sunrise. And you might go down and videotape that. Of course, I could videotape it from up here too. Antique car show. Antique steam and gas engine show. Skydiving. We're having 2 rodeos. Country western dance. January 23rd. Fireman's Ball, the 25th. And just on and on, all kinds of stuff in here. It's called the Main Event Annual Jamboree Souvenir Program 1989 Quartzsite. Oh, hi. Oh, there goes Nancy and Ronald Reagan. They must be going into town there. Just drove by. I could tell by the black limos. There were 6 of them. Beautiful day. Yesterday was hit 75. It's about that right now. Not that much wind. I still have my cold. Oh, I was feeling wretched the other day. It was in my chest and my head was all clogged up. You know, it's a bitch having this kind of weather and then you get a cold. It's like getting a sunburn while you're ice fishing, I guess. I've done that too. Remember that time, Dad, we fished up there in Cedarville, ice fishing, and the sun was out, and got back home, and the next morning my face was like a lobster. Eyes swelled shut. Missed 2 days of school. Then I got back to school, and everybody said, fly down to Florida on vacation? I said, no, I just flew down to the Caribbean. Well, when you take that tour, or go to Florida, I hope you have a great time. I know you will. One place I've always wanted to see was Hemingway's home down there in Key West. And the other place he had in Cuba, just outside of Havana. Maybe someday, if I ever take a winter vacation down there, I'll make a point of seeing those two places. I had a lot of company today. I had about 5 vehicles stop, talked to a bunch of different guys. One is a retired sheriff from the Los Angeles area, and well, he told me some pretty good stories about some of the episodes he had. He's 61. He just retired, and his 30-some years of law enforcement, you can tell it's he's kind of cynical. Distrustful of people he doesn't know. And I suppose you go through years and years of that work, and eventually it begins to change your personality. But seemed like a nice enough guy. He stopped twice. Very seldom, though, do they come back up in here. You know, they just kind of drive around this area during that one day, and then they go to other places. Well, tomorrow's January 20th, and officially it's the first day of the quartzsite festivities down here. And boy, there's more and more trailers down there every day. You see more and more white dots out in the desert. Got a bunch of junk I'm gonna sell down there tomorrow. I've got that big surf casting rod. A guy's gonna buy that. Then I've got some extra stuff that I haven't used since I started this trip, and there's no sense in hauling that extra stuff around. Plus, I can use the extra money. I'll probably stay here till February. Well, toward the end of February, and probably first week of March I'll head for Phoenix. See if I can find a good paying job that they just want somebody for just a few months. I don't want anything permanent right now. Work till May and then head back up to Northern California. Got the rest of my life to settle down again, and I'm not going to do it until I feel like it. Because once they get tied down again, it'll be for good. Now they've got a big coin and nugget chute here with metal detectors. Contest. I'll probably go down there, and the entry fee on one is $10. And the national treasure hunt and coin chute is $25 for members of this gold club. I'll probably join the gold club. Meet a lot of great people. They give you ideas on how to work a gold deposit and where to look. Had a lot of helicopters going over today. They're giving rides down there, $10 per or $20 for a single. I haven't been up in a helicopter since 1970. That was the last time I was up in one. That was a parachute jump we had down at Fort Bragg. Now the skydivers they're going to have down there, I'll definitely get down and tape that. I like skydiving, parachuting, because I used to do it myself. Never got into skydiving though. I never had that desire after I got out of the Army. The only reason I did it in the Army was the extra, what was it, $50, $75 a month they used to give us. But it was fun too, you know. If you're young and foolish, you enjoy that sort of thing. Right now it's 3 o'clock. I always like to put on dinner early because it starts getting dark about 5:30, and get dinner out of the way, and then I like to sit, look out across my domain, or I'll go down and visit people if they're camped nearby. They've got a big group of 1960, 65 hippie types down here. They've got 2 or 3 school buses, and well, I'll tell you, some of them look like they'd knife you for a nickel. But as long as they stay down there, no problem. I've never gotten over my distrust of people with long hair. I don't know, Jesus Christ could walk up here with his long hair, and I probably wouldn't trust him. There's something kind of anti-social today about wearing long hair, in my opinion. Well, someone's getting early start on the balloon liftoff. It's supposed to start in the morning. There's supposed to be dozens of balloons taking off. I wanted to move my camp down here closer to town to videotape the balloon race, camel races, and ostrich races. But I can't get a jump for my gold darn pickup. If I get in town, I can buy a new battery. That guy drive by and the son of a bitch wouldn't stop. This positive post is broken. Got a lot of those ultralights flying around too. I'm supposed to have an antique car show tomorrow. If I can get a jump, I'll videotape some of it. And I'm also going to check all the sellers and see if I can get a hold of my, find my video charger and my battery. And if I can buy it back and get a description of the guy who sold it to him, and I find the son of a gun, I'm going to quietly beat the living hell out of him and then walk away. It just infuriates me. Almost looks like he's mountain climbing. That balloon is advertising the Yashica camera company. I've got another one starting up down here too. Well, if I have to, I'll walk down there tomorrow morning. I want to get the shot. We've had as many as 60 to 100 down there taking off at one time. They just disappeared behind the mountain. Went right through that gap down there. Looks like they might land over there. The yellow one has a huge bucking bronco with a cowboy in it on the side. Well, it's 3:30 and I still haven't gotten a jump. Tried to flag down one asshole over here and he wouldn't stop. Looked right at me. It's aggravating. I'll tell you. I even went to the expense of buying a brand new battery before I started this trip. And to have some jerk break the post. Well, I finally had someone stop and give me a jump about 4:30 last night. And I moved my camp down to the edge of port site for the festivities. You sound like fire-breathing dragons. There's no wind at all. It's about 45 degrees right now. Cloudy. There's the Yashica balloon. Let's see if I can get a free balloon ride for making a video with the balloon owner. This guy here's starting to come down. I watched them last night. They've got superb control over those balloons. It's almost a science with these fellows here. I watched one of them crash. What'd that guy say about the hidden bird when it crashed? Oh my God, the humanity. People being burned alive. Oh, he is getting low. I'm using my 8-hour battery, so my video hasn't come to a complete end. Thank God I had it. I'd be out of business right now. Maybe he's going to pick up a passenger. Oh, I hate to kiss a cactus out there. Well, I'm going to take a walk over there and shoot some close-ups. Now, the last time I was up in a balloon was in East Africa, went over to Serengeti. Of course, those balloons were, my God, 10 times as big as these.
That would be fun.
It's expensive, though. For a 1-hour flight, you're looking at $250.
Oh, my God. You want a real flight, huh? Think that ultralight. That is.
Ah.
Don't you forget it. Breakfast right over here with me.
Whoops.
Been nice knowing you.
We're going to see Dorothy and Toto.
This whole place here is one vast circus. Now the dealers are just beginning to uncover their stuff right now. There's several hundred sellers here. They have all the flea market stuff, rock specimens. A lot of antiques, dishes, furniture. Winchesters. They're also having a train show. Using a remote control.
Is this cord live? I think so, yeah. Good eyes? Yeah.
Oh, I see, but he's looking over there.
I like those frames. That's what instead of glass frames.
We're having a car show here. This is a 1922 Chevrolet.
Oh, it's all over here. It's lovely.
No, it's probably an old rig. He said it's all it's original, but he's probably had to.
1957 Chevrolet Bel Air.
Yeah, but isn't it nice? Isn't it nice to look into an engine and see what it looks like without all that other garbage all around it?
I forgot I had them, so now I'm sticking them.
Only extra.
1953 Cadillac. Convertible.
Okay, that's close.
Well, I was 4 years old when this car rolled off. Chevrolet, I don't know what year. 1953.
What's your Camaro?
Well, this afternoon, well, just about every afternoon, they have rodeos.
I just thought of it. That fell over. Oh, okay.
Why, he's hung like a horse. I've seen this look before on the Serengeti, the look of death. Camera. They've got ultralights, balloons, helicopters. Now my camp yesterday was up here about 2 miles, just across from this thumb rock over here. Well, it's about 8 o'clock. I'm going to have some breakfast and start doing some yard sailing. Actually, what this is one gigantic yard sale. Nice hot bath this morning. Put my junk away. And I'm also going to see if I can hunt up my battery charger, which is aggravating the hell out of me. I'm sure I'll find it eventually. I'll just spend one day on this end of the show here, check all the sellers, and then spend the next day on the other end. Probably Monday. I'll go over there Monday. Today is Saturday. And check the other end, see if I can find her. For dozens of square miles, it's just dotted with trailers, RVs, motor coaches, motor homes, pickup campers. I haven't seen any tents yet, but I'm sure they're out here. Converted school buses. There's about 70,000 people here now, and most of them are retired. This evening they're having a bluegrass festival over here. I think I'll get in, do a little video. We've either got a lot of crime here or a lot of accidents. Last night, about a dozen times, I heard the police sirens going. During the winter time, this place has a population of about 600, and peaks out in the summertime at 60, 70, 80,000. So I'm sure that the crowd puts quite a strain on the municipal services here. We've got almost half a dozen choppers that people pay $10 a piece or 20 for single. A lot of chopper rentals.
He's coming in.
No, he doesn't have it on. No, he's out. He's killed his mom.
Oh, that's smoother than some big planes I've been on coming down.
Isn't that fun?
Not just yet, no.
Want me to do it?
Yep. Yep.
What are you praying about?
Well, there's too much wind.
I got some clear glass.
Well, how was it, sir?
It was great.
A little breezy.
A little breezy.
He's convinced
Really
me. I
not
guess
bad.
I'll go.
Oh, you will be going up now.
Well, it's asking to come in with as a glide. It's really nice. That's the way it is with a glide. With no power. Like we did. You gonna go up?
I've seen
I don't know, like for Ramsey.
I'll be going up with him a few minutes. And they're up and off. Off we go into the water.
He has 4 grown sons that are just going to be so green.
Yeah, he said he didn't like to do it, but it's putting this way to think. Looks like he's gonna come in this way. I was hoping he could come in this way and get a good picture.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, there's
Oh, they're going to jump again
4
now.
behind you.
Well, the parachutists are jumping. Skydivers. They're jumping with what are called T10 steerables.
The jump plane. Yeah.
coming in fast.
The skydiving plane.
Well, he's kind of down. He's up. He's down. He's up.
I don't know when he's going to stop.
Oh, whoa. He says, boy, what kind of a runway is this?
Camel jockey.
Poor guy. How did that happen? Yeah, he got it. No, it's underneath.
Shirley Peterson from Idaho Falls, Idaho. Going up. I'm going to make a video for him.
It flies. Good.
Ask him where the stewardess is.
Yeah.
Right. Are we ready? Clear.
Thumbs up. I'm going to go up after Shirley.
Myself. Yeah. Myself.
It'd be nice if I stayed going.
Yes, again. Anybody will buy them. Okay. Oh.
transportation.
A piece of cake.
Fun. A piece of cake.
Of course, I had an excellent pilot.
There you go. I got.
Well, that was quite a ride up there. You get your money's worth, $20 for about half hour. Well, I'll tell you, I got my money's worth.
Did you pay?
Oh, gee.
Don't believe everything she says now, okay? Supposed to raise money.
Yeah, they've got some real nice horses out here.
Where's Dad? Did you see that ball?
Boy, I envy that saddle.
I work 24 on, 24 off when they get to
cat's almost bigger than boy.
I'm no expert, but I thought he was going to overshoot that smoke, but it looks like he knows what he's doing. He's going to bring it down. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if they can hear you, but let's give him a big round of applause. He taught him how to herd the horses and learn to know them all. Contestants, we want to remind you. I want to remind you that is cowboy hats, not ball caps, long sleeve shirts, boots, and
jumpers, Dana Hanbury, Mary Wolfrank, Sherry Schmidt, and Abraham Villanueva. And Dana is a parachute manufacturer, and she has, it's a little hard. Our pilot, Gary DeReese, is also a parachute manufacturer and an official with the FAA. And our three ladies are current world record holders. They've all been in the largest 15-woman night star. Here comes the whistle. This is Abraham. And he's right on target. And you can hear her shouting, or whooping and hollering. Now, some of the horses might get a little nervous because they're not used to seeing flapping fabric. Now, this is Sherry Schmidt landing here, our nurse from Mammoth. She's got a little roll there. Okay, now the whistle issue here with the brown, green, white, and blue canopy, that's Dana Hanbury. She's going to be landing last or almost at the same time as Mary Wolfrank, who is closest to the announcing stand here and coming in next. And they're all doing really well with the winds. We have wonderfully consistent winds right now. These are all professional jumpers, and they can land on a dime. Mary Wolfrank. And Dana Hanbury, just outside the arena. The reason she landed outside the arena is because a canopy can't land right behind another because there's too much disturbed air. So she landed exactly where she needed to. Let's have a bit.
Louisville, New Mexico, and myself from Snowflake would like to welcome you all here to Quartzsite, Arizona for this afternoon's rodeo. We'd like to ask that the contestants now that wish to participate in the grand entry would please come into the arena as the colors line up. Looks like we don't have too good of a turnout of contestants here participating in the grand entry. Anybody that'd like to be in the grand entry, please come into the arena. Makes it a little bit more colorful for the spectators. Boys and cattlemen down in Texas gathered their herds and drove them north to the big railheads. These salty characters begin what we call as the sport of rodeo. They would challenge each other to see who could rope the best, who could ride the longest for the country. The name of the horse that he has drawn is Sheep Camp. Number 223, Sheep Camp, the name of the horse. Now, this is one of the better horses of the W/A Rodeo Company. This will be Brent Harder out of California. All right, he wants to stay on parade. Sheep Camp looks like he got the best of him, and Brent's down on his head. He may need some help. We're going to see if he can get up of his own will here. Well, that was a tough way to come down, right on the back of his neck, down on his shoulders. Tough way to come down for the cowboy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him another big round of applause. The cowboy will go home without a paycheck. I believe we may need the paramedics. The paramedics, please. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be all right.
He doesn't look all right.
Shoulders the first jump out of the chute. If he fails to do so, then we'll see a flag from our judges and the cowboy will become disqualified. I don't see a flag on the ground. Looks like he's going to make a qualified ride. Look to our judges, see if he was there for 8. He missed him out. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to take a no score. That mark-out rule that we talked about, very important. The cowboy's got to have his feet into the point of the horse's shoulders the first jump out of the chute. And as I said, if he fails to do so, it matters not how well he rides and barebacks equally well. Let's see what he can do here, ladies and gentlemen, as he wants to spur this horse skipper. Needs to beat a score of 64. This cowboy finished second last year in the Southwest Rodeo Association Finals that was held, I believe, in the end of December, and he finished second place. Danny Green, you need to come to the bucket chutes. Danny Green, are you in the area? You need to come to the bucket chutes. All right, this will be Jim Olson. Snip, the name of the horse. You'll notice our pickup men moving here. Buster Webb on the back of the chute. Most of them going to the bucket pad of the horse where they need to be to help the cowboy out the best. This is Jim Olson out of Phoenix. Snip, the name of the horse, who wants to make a qualified ride. Needs to beat a score of 64. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Did he beat that score of 64 to move into first place? All right, now here's where our pickup men become very important as they ride in to help the cowboy out. As you saw, he had his hand off the head start, but it releases a pin that releases the barrier in front of the horse. Now, if the cowboy leaves the box too soon and breaks a small string in that barrier rope, then the cowboy will be assessed a 10-second penalty. We've got to give the calf the proper head start here. If they fail to do so, then it'll be plus 10. Now, this is a catch-as-catch can of in. However, the rope has to pass over the calf's head, and the cowboy will run down to the calf, flank him, and pull up any 3 legs in time with what we call a picket string that you see the cowboy carrying in his mouth. I'll tell you, we've got a horse, a calf, a cowboy, 3 minds here, and a lot of these contestants will rope and tie in under 10 seconds. It's amazing the time that these cowboys can turn in. All right, let's see what this cowboy can do. This will be Tim Burris out of Tucson, Arizona. Backing his horse into the corner, wants to make sure that everything's just right. The horse is standing properly, that the calf is standing properly, and that he's ready. All right, Tim, let's see what you can do. Rope and ride, cowboy. Got him caught, down to him. Now, ladies and gentlemen, he's got to daylight the calf. He's got to pick him up. And the calf's not wanting to cooperate with him. There he gets him up, flank him. Now he pulls the front leg, puts a string on it, pulls up the hind legs, and then he wraps him up with ties and throws his hands in the air. The time will be taken. 18:47 is the time for the cowboy. He's got one caught way down at the end of the arena. We're going to have to help him out. Let's give him a little applause as he goes to get to his calf. He's going to be way long this time. I don't believe he's going to beat that 11:15, but he is going to be in the placing. All right, I think that'll fit. This will be Sherry Hargrove out of Tucson, Arizona. Now, like the men's calf roping, a barrier is used the ladies as well as the steer wrestling and the team roping. Very, very important. And many of these contestants spend a lot of time practicing. Okay, this will be Tanya Hill out of Coolidge. She rides into the box, the barrier is pulled. Now you see that flag hanging on the barrier. When that flag moves, that's when our timers over here on the platform starts their clock. And then the time is stopped when our flagman down at the end of the arena indicates that the rope is jerked clean from the saddle horn. Tanya Hill out of Coolidge, Arizona. Want to make sure that the big brown horse is riding and standing properly. Off for a calf, and looks like we're going to have another qualified time. Time is taken, and it's going to be 4:22, 4:22, 100. That'll be our second calf that has been caught here in this afternoon's performance, and officially that's going to put her in second place, trailing Beth Cooper. This is probably one of the truest events in the sport of rodeo. As cowboys, cattlemen needed to break horses to ride out on the wide open plains. This is the way they did it. A cowboy would pull up beside the horse, grab the horse by the ear, and another one would run out, throw a saddle on him, and then step on him, and just take off across the country riding these horses. Many times they'd buck for quite a while, sometimes they'd quit. And they brought this event to the rodeo arena. We call it the saddle bronc riding. He wants to pull up alongside of him, get down on his head, dig his feet in the ground, shake him up, throw him. Ladies and gentlemen, how did you like that time? It's going to be fast at 5:78. 5:78 for Phil Thorpe. Right now at 14:67, and then in no time it was turned in by Troy Dial. Let's see what Roger can do. All right, Roger, get down on him, bring him around, shape him up, throw him, looking to be to 5:78. Is he going to do it? The steer hangs just a little bit with him. 6:28 is the time. 6:28 unofficially. Going to put the cowboy right now in second place. So we're looking at 5:78, 6:28, and then a 14:67. What kind of car is this? You got broken tie rods. Oh. Well, we're trying to have a rodeo here. Let's clear the car out of the arena. All right. Uh-oh. What's going on now? Your radiator ain't radiating. Well, you don't need that. Just throw it on out of there. What else is wrong with this car? Is anything working on this thing? Your generator's not jamming? And your pistons, they ain't working either. Okay. Hey, well, you think it... Uh-oh. Man, this car's a pile of junk. Your spark plugs are... Run, Cody! All right, later we call it. Then they will be ruled out. They'll be given a no time. It looks like her time is going to be official at 16:83. 16:83 for Daria Boyd. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't hurt any to help them out as they go to the third barrel and then bring it on home. A lot of times the horses hear that, and they enjoy performing just as well as the cowgirls do. A little bit of trouble on the second barrel. That's going to hurt her just a little bit on her time. Swings around that third barrel. Now here's where you can help her out as she brings the horse on in home across the home line. And it's going to be 1961. 1961 is the time for Marty. Second penalty on their time. Then October 2, then obviously 10-second penalty. But we're penalty free on all of our runs here this afternoon. Let's see what we can do. She's leading the breakaway that we saw just a few moments. All right, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Back from the Old West, we have here with us Curly Sedona Surrey from Sedona, Arizona. 3 wagons, beautiful wagons, replicas of the Old West brought into the arena. First one, the Old West, second horses. Curly gives tours all around Sedona, and does these all year round and can go anywhere. It's available for any special occasion, weddings, anniversaries, birthdays, parades, you name it, he'll do it. Now the drivers on the wagons are Curly Smith of Sedona, Arizona. We have Buck Kane of Iowa, Elkader, Iowa. and then Craig Lacey out of Camp Arizona. They can be found on the ground here this afternoon as well as tomorrow throughout the remaining part of the Jamboree, giving courtesy rides, shuttle rides. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you enjoy these old-fashioned wagons? Sedona, Missouri, out of Sedona, Arizona, for the Cowboy. Now, however, the Cowboys are not required to spur oftentimes, so if they do spur, and the judges think that they're in control of the ride, they'll be given more points. Jan Hansen, we need you to come over to the announcer stand. Hey, Cody. You used to be a bull rider, what happened? The doctor said you should quit. How come? You had stomach problems. What was the problem? No guts? All right, this will be Steve Kaler. Domino is the name of the bull that he has drawn. Our judges here are Alvin Settle and Bob Ebert. What else? Brian and Arizona respectively. They'll be doing the judges here in the bull ride. Ladies and gentlemen, let's help this cowboy out. This is Steve Kaler, a New Mexico cowboy. And he's made it to the 8-second time period. Now here's where he was injured very badly down the road. It's great to see him back in the rodeo action. But ladies and gentlemen, he's going to come to the ground before the 8-second time period. Let's pay the cowboy off the director of bull riding for the Southwest Rodeo. Big loop in the end of it. They pass the tail of the rope through the loop, and then they pull it tight. They have a buddy that stands on the side of the chute, pulls it tight, and they stick their hand into a handhold. We're going to change the order here in just a few moments. This will be Barry Shepard, and Bebop is the name of the bull that he has drawn. Now, as I was saying, these cowboys stick their hand into a handhold. They've got rosin on their glove, and they warm the tail of their glove up, stick their hand in there, pull the rope tight, lay the tail of the rope across the open hand, close their hand, slide up on the rope, and they won't stay there for 8 seconds. Barry Shepard, the name of the cowboy, Phoenix, Arizona. This is Bebop, the name of the... All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Let's help the cowboy out. He wants to stay on for 8, and he's not going to do it. We've got one qualified ride here so far. Steve Kaler with a score of 6. Not going to last for the 8-second ride. As he comes down off of that big old bull, he's going to take a note score as he walks out of the arena. Is that your... E.R. Kimbrough, Buddy Rose is the team, and ladies and gentlemen, another no time in the team roping. We'll move now to our second to the last team in this section, and then we're going to go with the old-timers section of team roping, and then our last section of bull riding. This will be the team of Bub Mays, Randy Toon, and then we'll go with J.P. Nelson and Joe White. Right now, unofficially, as we look back, $3 a person or $5 a couple. This is the team of Kelly Ralston and Bill Ralston. And no time for the team. Stay on for 8 seconds. And keep his free hand in the air, not touching himself, the bull, or his equipment at any time during the course of that 8 seconds. This is Joseph Jones, Tucson, Arizona. Hey. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's help him out. See if he can stay on for 8. I think he's going to do it. All right. Bonnie White, Sandy Mason, Sherry Walker, they've done an excellent job in keeping these scores and keeping these times straight, helping to keep me informed. They've done a very excellent job. They'll be here tomorrow as well. So I want to invite all of you to remember that tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock, the second performance of the Southwest Rodeo Association Rodeo here at Quartzsite. He's going to be down to the ground before the 8-second time period. This is Kelly Cute out of Phoenix. Cowbell was the name of the bull, and he's going to take a no score.
You know, hoot and holler.
Beat Colorado. They've done an excellent job here this afternoon. Let's help this cowboy out. This is Bobby Bowler, Bobcat, the name of the bull. Is he going to be there for 8? You bet he is. 8-second ride, and he steps off 8. This is easy, isn't it? Good ride. Phoenix and Little Abner is the name of the bull. Boy, there's that walk that you was talking about, Cody. He was running and looking back behind him, making sure that he was going to get out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, this cowboy is going to take a no score. I believe he's disappointed, and he's going to go home empty. Cowboy on the outside of the spin comes off, and he's going to take a no score. Ladies and gentlemen, let's pay him off. Give him a big round of applause.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the rodeo. It was held right down here. Oh, that blonde I kept videotaping, she's coming over for dinner tonight. I'll make sure the camera's rolling. I'm rotten. I shouldn't do that. She was a dish. I just couldn't help videotaping her. Put some dinner on. I've got a good spot here. I get to overlook all the festivities. I really enjoyed the ultralight flight. That was fun. They're having a square dance tonight. A little video. People haven't started coming in yet. This group is known as the trying to think of the name of it now. Snowman, the Snowflakes or something. There's 9 of them now.
That's a black ogre genie. Or it's also my last ex-wife.
Is that good or bad?
Same dress she wore when we got married. I figured it had to have been a likeness of her.
not. The guy on the end with the Wyoming, well, the fucking.
I don't know how this is turning out for you folks back home, being nighttime shots. All kinds of activity here. I've got balloons getting ready to take off behind me. There's 4 or 5. Fireworks out behind me, or in front of me.
Go ask her.
People are nuts going up at night. The balloon up there with the got a little strobe light drop below the marker. It's quite a ways up.
started loving. And got right back where I really always been.
Well, this is the morning of January 22nd. I was laying in bed reading just a few minutes ago, and the sun was blocked out. The balloons are taking off up here. One completely blocked out. The sun cast a shadow across the trailer. So I'd get up and see what's going on. I've got to charge my battery again. It's blinking on. It's the 8-hour battery, which takes an overnight charge. I'm still looking for my battery charger and my 2-hour battery. I'm sure I'm going to find it. You know, I just have to keep looking. It's aggravating, but it's life. Well, I'll tell you, those people who did the ballooning last night, they had to be crazy. You know, you get way up there. It's dark. All you can see really are the lights of the city and the cars, their car headlights. And then when you come down for a landing, you know, you can't see those 20-foot cactuses standing down there. You know, a person could really have a problem. Oh, the blonde never showed up last night. They're having another rodeo down here today at 2 o'clock. I'm gonna go down and do some more videotaping. Kind of like the rodeos, the blondes, the brunettes, the redheads. Very athletic women down there. That group they had down there last night, the snowbirds and the snowflakes, that's what they call them. Apparently they aren't very popular. They only had about 20 or 30 people sitting in the bleachers down there, and never had more than a dozen people dancing at one time. But they get up there and they play. They're people are kind of wooden, you know. The players, they don't have any spirit. Of course, I think they're all in their 70s, but nice to listen to. I kind of enjoyed it. Oh, yesterday when I was over here, I took my ultralight flight with that pilot over here, then went up. Well, he always takes the money after the flight. Well, I got out of the plane and I started videotaping him going up again, and I'll be darned if I didn't forget to pay him. And the old fella that helps him over here, I got halfway to the trailer, and the old fella, I could hear him behind me. He said, "Did you enjoy your flight?" And I said, "It was fantastic." I said, "The video is going to be incredible." And he said, "Well, you forgot to pay." I was embarrassed. But about I'd say 20-minute flight for $20. But I've never been up in an ultralight plane before, and I really enjoyed it. Well, I'm gonna have some breakfast. They've got a cowboy breakfast going on down here right now. I think we'll go down and all you can eat, bacon, eggs, pancakes. Go down and have some chow. Meantime, I've got to look around for a plug to plug in this battery. And I'll be so glad when I get back that battery charger so I can watch these videos on the TV screen. Might be a good idea if he gets that balloon up. He's going to be scraping a RV pretty soon. Well, this is the end of January 23rd. Spent the whole day looking for my video camera charger, and I don't think there's too much hope. It's gone. It's probably in some other state by now. And we've got to find a place to charge up this 8-hour battery. I'm getting pretty low on money. I'd better find a job pretty soon or I'm going to starve to death out here eating jackrabbits. Got two horses over here who can't figure out what the hell they're looking at. They prance around and stare. Very curious. The camel's making that bird-like noise, that chirp. These two horses, when they move, they always move as one, side by side.
This is probably one of the most unique motorhomes you'll ever see. It's got a place where he goes out on top, and the framework between the glass is wood. And he's got logs along the middle here. There go my camels. We're going to have camel and ostrich races in a couple days. Today is December 26th. Well, last night I had somebody open up the door on my topper. It was about 9 o'clock and I got my shotgun, threw open the door, came out. By the time I got over here, that son of a bitch was running toward this trailer. Now, if I'd been out by myself, I would have shot him in the head. Buried him. He's just lucky that there's people around here. They've been having a lot of stealing going on down here. There's a big hippie camp over here about a quarter mile, and every day they're walking through here going into the flea market. Sellers have been losing guns, gold, just about anything worth any value. They leave stuff on the tables at night, and they cover them up and rope them down. These kids go in there with razor blades and slit open the tops. They're stealing bikes and portable generators. Kind of breezy today. I'm surprised the ultralight over here is flying. He's got his runway over here about 100 yards. But I'll tell you that the breeze is out of the north. Comes down the runway and it's so stiff that he almost goes right straight up when he takes off. A little bit of rain last night. Probably an eighth of an inch. Still haven't charged this battery. I think down here, down at the bluegrass tent, they've got a lot of electrical plugs. And many nights they don't have anything going on down there. I could plug it in overnight. I don't think anybody's down there to mess with it. Well, a new battery yesterday. About a $50 42-month battery. Drove down to this auto garage down here. Now, the desert is still filling up with travel trailers, RVs, motorhomes, coaches. Thousands and thousands of RVs, trailers. About 70,000 people right now.